Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. So, the explosion at the Esperato fireworks facility in Yolo County is very key here. Okay. First of all, the word Esperato has the word spar scrambled into it. Right? Fireworks, F-airy works, right? Airy being the Igbo word for Christ, the Son of God. The idea that the false image of Christ is superimposed on the idea of Horus in its various forms that aren't legitimate, are superimposed on the true form of Horus in Christ. We'll get to that. So Esperato, right? E-spar-2. Okay, they're saying that, and I've gone over this before, where the E stands for effeminate, emasculate, shady, silly, goofy, all the negative traits that a martial artist wants to get rid of, right? He doesn't want to be sloppy, doesn't want to be shady, wants to be righteous, wants to be on point, doesn't want to be evil, or E-vi-L, El, the Canaanite deity, El as in mentally ill, sick in the head, hell and L and spell, rhyme and reason, what have you. Okay. So pause that, watch it over again if you have to. Okay. So the female whose boyfriend died, and he was kind of autistic seeming, what have you, he seemed like a pretty friendly guy. Okay. I'm not trying to insult him or her. I'm sorry that happened. People should do what's right. If she wants, she can talk to me. We can discuss this, and I can help her understand why things are the way they are. Okay? Anyone else in the family wants to talk about it. But I have an important and divine duty to point things out within reason. Her boyfriend looked a lot like Maria Mello's ex-boyfriend one of the first times I saw her. The first time I saw her, she was by herself, but later on she would walk by, with her boyfriend holding his hand, the groups I used to hang out with in Live Oak High School. Okay, so he looks a lot like him, and the look is a look that comes with it's a certain Semitic look that's associated with Set. Okay, I'm just going to say, I'm not trying to insult anybody. It looks like a jackal or wily coyote, okay, or a fox, okay, and that's how I described her ex-boyfriend, like Weasel. He looks like a lot nicer guy than her ex-boyfriend. Her ex-boyfriend looked like a very kind of bitter. It was very strange that she was dating him. Very bitter, very kind of a cult and strange guy, right? But this female's boyfriend looks like a, more happy-go-lucky, kind of a cultish-looking person. Okay. And he passed away, unfortunately, at the fireworks facility explosion. And again, I'm not trying to insult him, but this is an important connection. If you look at the playlist about Marissa and Mello Buckz, the word Marissa is Maria's scrambled again, and Mello, you'll see that I'm right here. Okay, so other people died at that fireworks facility explosion. Okay. And the explosion also has sexual implications, right? The Big Bang, I'll let you put the rest together for yourself, has sexual implications. So that part is very key there. That person. Also, before I forget, I was like, I know there's one more thing I was trying to bring up here. This one female in the video looked more like Maria Mello, okay, than like anyone on the planet, damn near. Except for she's nowhere near as attractive. Her face was something like that. Her style, a little bit like that. But there's differences. But certainly that person was put in the video by people who hack people's brains on a massive level. They hack the unconscious mind, the subconscious mind. A lot of people don't understand this. I'm a brain surgeon's son, the son of 2 doctors. I've done quite a bit of research into mind control. Okay? A lot of people haven't. And I've separated the conspiracy theory nonsense from factual events like MKUltra and the fact that MKUltra is called Ram Scrambled. When have you ever heard anyone else say that ever? Okay? I did the research. I figured that out. I put it out there. And the Ram connects to Mars. Mars, his name is scrambled as Rams. That's why, they're sending weapons to Ukraine instead of ending homelessness. And that's why they're fighting the war the particular way that they are, through proxy. It goes back to the cult of Mars. Why didn't they just send them lots of weapons up front and force Russia to the table? Why a little bit over time? Why did Russia send their second-rate tanks and weapons to get destroyed? Because they're trying to kind of refine their army and get rid of the excess stuff and kill people in a certain way, right? It's a planned event. It's occurring. right? But it's planned that way. And so was the fireworks explosion, with that same kind of military mentality. It was planned for her boyfriend and those people in that facility to die. And it came out with the Mello Buckz shooting that Mello Buckz is actually a female. So, I think I might have described the person as a male. It's actually a female. Okay, a female rapper. And I think that the four people who died, someone said that they were her family members. Okay, and that has implications on this case as well. Also, I'm going to be covering this event here in San Jose that occurred where some gentleman named Kareem Khan or something like that, who is not much younger than I am, he's 37. He was strapped to the teeth. He shot at police. He got gunned down in South San Jose, about 5 minutes away from where I used to live. And I brought up where I used to live in the video series. And also I put out the 38 special to, to bring, to show that I was telling the truth about the story in my story playlist, right? I'm an honest person, so on and so forth. And this person had a bunch of weapons. And I brought up before I came across that video that, I didn't have access to firearms and people are trying to play me out. And lo and behold, that lines up with the idea that they're trying to play me out as some crazy who has access to all these firearms. And that guy had access to he had like 6 or 7 firearms on him. Now, I'm somebody, even if I had access to every gun in the world, it wouldn't matter because I'm the most responsible person in the world. But they're trying to play me out as crazy because I'm talking about the corporate partnerships and their massive networks and how they overlap with the government and how they're causing these events to occur. And people try to confuse that with conspiracy theory, even though I deal in facts. I have thousands of sources and references. I cite things that are very significant, peer-reviewed resources. I go there sometimes to overkill what everyone knows must be the case so that the people don't confuse me with a conspiracy theorist, especially one that does some kind of senseless mass shooting or something.